Welcome back. I'm Cosmo James, and let's talk about One Piece, Splatoon, and the constant overreach in video game censoring. If it's your first time here, like, subscribe, and comment. It would be much appreciated, and let's get to it. So first up is Netflix live-action One Piece. Yeah, live-action manga or anime never turns out good. There has only been a few decent to okay adaptations, like Battle Alita Angel or Battle Royale. Yeah, there's a few out there, but not many in this sea of garbage. I know I'm being a fool for keeping, having hope for this series to be good, but I gotta do something. I really do like One Piece a lot, and if it ends up being good to maybe decent at least, it could get a lot more people watching and reading One Piece. With that said, well, what they're saying right now with the people that are working on this series, it doesn't give me hope that this is going to be good. It seems like it's going to be another Cowboy Bebop. Oy, yeah, that's not good. See, they had a statement, and I read it, and I agree with the first half, and then the second half, here, I'll read it for you. There will always be fans and critics. You can't please everyone, but at the heart of it, the most important thing is the story. I agree. That is very true. If you keep it close to the story and keep the heart, it could work. And if the story isn't there and that doesn't grab the viewers, it doesn't matter what you do. Correct. This is the part I'm kind of like, not exactly what I would say, but okay. We can only hope that we're going to gain a new audience and people that find it fascinating and interesting. Agree. That is true. You want to get more people watching this series and interested in One Piece. But you gotta keep the original fans happy. And if you can't do that, then it's not gonna last. Or it's not gonna fly. I know. I'm a fool to have hope that this will be good. But I gotta do something to keep myself from going crazy here. It's a win-win for me. If it ends up being good, I'll talk about it and I'll praise it to high heaven. If it ends up being bad, I'm gonna tear it apart. And yeah, and it's gonna be glorious. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Let's talk about some good news. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is getting DLC early on. I hate when, games or companies announce DLC before the game comes out. If the main game isn't half-baked and it's good, I'll give it a pass. I still don't like it and I wish they stopped doing it, but I'll give it a pass. And the last DLC for Mario plus Rabbids, the first one, the DLC was pretty good and it was pretty chunky too. It was practically a full game with Donkey Kong and his, side adventure. Go play the first Mario plus Rabbids because it is worth it. You can get it for cheap because Ubisoft always does these crazy sales. And it's worth it for sure. But we're not here to talk about the first one. It seems like Rayman is finally showing up in Mario plus Rabbids. I kind of wanted them to do this from the beginning. I don't know if Rayman is going to be in the main game or if it's going to be like in the first DLC from the first one with Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's DLC was a side story, and it seems like this might be a Rayman side story with the Mario Rabbit and Peach Rabbit. So, close enough for being a crossover, but not really. Well, it's better something than nothing, right? Some more good news. Splatoon just came out recently, and it is doing very well in Japan. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it's doing this well in Japan. It has sold 3.45 million copies in Japan alone. I don't know about the worldwide numbers, but if it's something around this much in Japan, 3 million, like 3 million and a half, I can see it selling close to 5 million worldwide. And that's crazy. Don't quote me on that 5 million, that's just me guessing, but I can see it happening. It won't be long until Splatoon 3 catches up to part 2. Now let's end this video with some censoring. If you haven't heard about MultiVersus, it's a Super Smash Brother like fighter with DC, Warner Brothers, and all their IPs coming together and fighting. There's been an update recently, and it had some good things in it, like fixing the hitboxes, adding a new character, Gizmo, you know, the little furry creature that you shouldn't feed at midnight. There was one thing though, they did some censoring. Apparently, Velma doesn't call the cops anymore. You see, her special, that if she got all the clues, she will call the cops on the opponent, and the cops would take him away and try to knock him out. And when you see it, it's goofy, it's over the top, it's stupid and silly, and you wouldn't think much of it because it's a fighting game. It's a cartoon fighting game that's supposed to be wacky and weird. You see, that's the problem. Some people just can't have fun. And apparently it triggered people to the point that they called Velma a Karen for calling the cops on other characters. To the point that some people saw it as a racist move. Yeah, it's that bad. Ugh. This tweet right here says exactly how I feel with this situation. Video game companies patching police out of games due to social media complaints just feels so current year. That's what happens when you listen to every opinion, regardless of how popular it really is. And I couldn't have said it better myself. It's so true. It's so tiring. It is current year. And the pressure on the whole police and you know how it goes, the BLM and ACAP and all that crap. Ugh, I hate getting into that, but I have to get into that stuff. With that still in the air, you could see why did they decide to just get rid of the cops so they won't have to deal with that backlash, even if it's just a few people talking about it. Social media is a double-edged sword. It has good, it has done some good. But there's also a lot of bad. In pop culture, nowadays, it's so politically charged. It's true what they say. Politics is downstream from culture, and one side is ruling it all at the moment. I know you don't want to believe it. You want to just go back to sleep and don't want to think about it, but I'm sorry to break it to you. We are in a culture war, and one side, the left side, is winning. This is why we're seeing censoring and changes in our movies, video games, comics, everything pop culture. You might think to yourself that I don't need to do this. I don't need to fight or need to put in my 2 cents in this. I'm just going to keep living my life and enjoying it. But eventually, one day they will come for something you love and they will destroy it. And we will say, welcome to the fight. It's not about the clicks or the views or the glory. It's all about keeping our pop culture safe. I know there's a lot more people out there that feel the same way we do. You just gotta speak up. You're not alone. Okay, that's it. That's all the news I have for today. Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more, you know what to do. Until next time, see you.